Hello students, today we will discuss the last topic of the unit solid state, that is dielectric properties of solids. So students, what are dielectric properties of solids? So सबसे पहले students, let me tell you that there are some solids which can prevent the loss of electricity by storing electrical charge. These are called dielectric materials or dielectric solids. But students, let me tell you that these dielectric solids, they can function as insulators also. So when their function is in the insulation of substances, we call them what? Insulators. We call them insulators. But when they work or when they store electricity, they are called dielectrics. They are called dielectrics. So we can say that dielectric substances are actually insulators which can store electrical charge or which can store electricity. Now students, how they produce or how they store electricity, so this is very important. So students, say when we apply electric field across such insulators, now in insulators we have what? Non-polar constituent particles. So we have say non-polar atoms or molecules. Now students, what happens is that when we apply electric field, say either positive either negative plate hai, so on the application of electric field, what happens is that electrons of these say non-polar constituent particles, they are attracted by the positive plate, whereas the nuclei, they are attracted by say this negative plate, and this results in what? Polarization. So we say that the electron cloud gets polarized. So we get dipoles now. So they get polarized. So here we'll have positive, negative, positive. So we get dipoles. Now, so this is called an electric dipole. So students, because of presence of these electric dipoles in the solids, now they can store electrical charge in them, and that is why they are called dielectrics. Now students, depending upon the alignment of the electrical electric dipoles, these dielectric solids, they show four types of properties. The first property is called piezoelectricity. It's called piezoelectricity. Now what is piezoelectricity? So students, now these are dielectric crystals which produce electricity on the application of mechanical strain or vice versa, which means ऐसा भी हो सकता है that when electricity is passed through these substances, they get deformed or there will be some mechanical strain. So students, what is piezoelectricity? Students, it is a property by virtue of which a dielectric crystal will produce electricity on the application of mechanical strain. And this is because when mechanical strain is applied on the crystal, there will be deformation due to displacement of ions, and such compounds are therefore called piezoelectric materials, and this property is called what? Piezoelectricity. Now students, since this electricity is produced due to the application of mechanical strain, this is also called pressure electricity. This is also called pressure electricity. Now the most commonly used piezoelectric materials are like Rochelle salt, which is sodium potassium tartrate, then we have quartz, then we have lead zirconate, which is PbZn, FRO3. So these are some piezoelectric materials. Now students, second property is called ferroelectricity. Now students, again let me tell you that this is a property, that is ferroelectricity is actually a property of piezoelectric material. Now what happens in ferroelectricity is that the crystals, that means the dielectric solids, they have a spontaneous alignment of the electric dipoles in an ordered way even in the absence of electric field, which means in these solids electric dipoles have an ordered arrangement of the dipoles. So but what happens is that when we apply electricity, the direction of polarization changes. So such materials or such piezoelectric materials are called ferroelectrics, and this property is called ferroelectricity. Now the common examples are, again we have Rochelle salt, and then we have potassium dihydrogen phosphate and barium titanate, which is a mixed oxide of barium and titanium. Now the third property is called antiferroelectricity. Antiferroelectricity. Now again students, let me tell you, these are also piezoelectric materials. So these are properties which are shown by piezoelectric materials. So these are piezoelectric materials in which the electric dipoles are oriented in compensatory way, which means the electric dipoles are aligned in upward as well as downward directions. So the net dipole moment of the crystal is 0, and this property is, that is why called antiferroelectricity, because in ferroelectricity we have a spontaneous alignment of the dipoles in a same direction, though the direction can be changed by applying electric field, but here we have the alignment of the dipoles in compensatory way, so the net dipole moment is 0. The common example is lead zirconate, lead, zirconium and O3. So this is the common example. Now students, the last property of dielectric materials is called pyroelectricity. Pyroelectricity. Now students, what is pyroelectricity? Pyro means heat. Pyro means heat. So students, these are those solids or those crystals which produce small amount of electric current upon heating. So that is why this is called pyroelectricity, and such substances are therefore called pyroelectrics. So students, this is it. So this was the last topic of unit solid state. Now students will discuss some questions, previous year's questions rather, from the defects and dielectric and electrical, magnetic and dielectric properties of solids. Students, the first question is from JEE Mains 2018 paper. Question is, which type of defect has the presence of cations in interstitial site? So student, options we have: Frankel defect, metal deficient defect, Schottky defect and vacancy defect. Now students, in vacancy defect, ions are missing from the lattice sites, so this is obviously not the correct choice. In Schottky defect also, equal number of cations and anions are missing. So we have now Frankel defect and metal deficiency defect. Now student, in Frankel defect also we have what? A cation is missing from its normal lattice position and occupies what? An interstitial site. Now we have metal deficient defect, but in metal deficient defect what happens? That metal ions are missing from the lattice site or extra anions occupy interstitial site. So this is therefore not the correct choice, because in either metal ions are missing or anions are occupying interstitial site. But in question we have to see cations must occupy interstitial site, so the obvious choice is what? Frankel defect. Now student, this question, second question was asked in NEET 2017. Now again, question is which is incorrect statement? So we have four statements. We have to find the one which is not correct, incorrect. First, FeO, and it is given iron is 0.98, oxygen is, since it is not written, it is 1. So has non-stoichiometric metal deficiency defect. Now student, metal deficiency है यहाँ पर because ratio 1:1 नहीं है, it is iron is in slightly lesser amount. So this is what? Correct statement. So we have to find incorrect. So obviously this is not our answer. Density decreases in case of crystals with Schottky defect. Now this is also correct. So this is not our choice. Sodium chloride is insulator. Silicon is semiconductor. Silver is conductor. And quartz is piezoelectric material. Now this is also correct. So obviously this is not the correct choice. Now the fourth option was, I have missed. Now fourth option was Frankel defect. Obviously यही option correct भी होगा. It was Frankel defect is favored in those ionic compounds in which sizes of cation and anions are almost equal. In which sizes of cations and anions are almost equal. So this was the fourth option, students. But student, you have to see whether this is correct or incorrect. Now student, what is Frankel defect? Cation is dislocated from its normal side to interstitial side, and this only happens when cation is small in size than the anion. So obviously this statement is wrong. So our answer is option D. Now we have third question. The appearance of color in solid alkali metal halides is generally due to. Now students, this question is from AIPMT exam. Appearance of color. Now students, you have learnt that color is due to what? F centers. So obviously the correct choice is C, because Frankel defect की वजह से color नहीं आता, but electrical conductivity increase करता है. Interstitial positions they do not give rise to color. Even Schottky defect only increases electrical conductivity but has no effect on the color. So the only choice is F centers. In fact, the F center, F is a letter which is derived from word Farben, meaning color. Now fourth question was the correct statement regarding defects in crystalline solid is. So we have to now find correct statement among these four. Schottky defects have no effect on the density of crystalline solid. Now students, observe or read this carefully. Schottky defects have no effect, but we know that Schottky defects decrease density. So obviously this is not the correct statement. Frankel defects decrease the density of the crystalline solid. This is also not correct, because in Frankel defect density remains same. Frankel defect is a dislocation defect. Now this is correct, because in Frankel defect the cation is dislocated to new location, that is interstitial site. Let me check this also. Frankel defect is found in halides of alkali metals. Now this is also not correct, because Frankel effect is generally found in halides of silver, and it is also found in what? Sulfides of zinc. So students, these were some questions from competitive exams. Now students, I'll tell you some important topics which you have to prepare for board exams. The first, you have to prepare the classification of solids into crystalline solids and amorphous solids. Students, उनके बीच में जो difference है वो बहुत बार आता है board exams में. Then you have to prepare how many crystal systems are there. So there are 7 crystal systems, and how to identify a crystal system from its parameter. Then students see also prepare definitions of what is spaced lattice, what is unit cell. Then students, the most important question which is asked in boards is how many atoms per unit cell are present in face-centered cubic, body-centered cubic, or simple cubic lattices. Then students, how to find density of a crystal. So that part is also very important. You may get numerical from that portion. Then students, R, A and D relationships in cubic lattices are very important. You may again get numerical problems from R, A and D relationships. Then what is the coordination number of the constituent in FCC, CCP, simple cubic, in body-centered cubic, or in hexagonal closed packing in 3 dimensions. So that part is also very important. Then interstitial voids ke types, that is tetrahedral void and octahedral voids, they are very important. Then what are radius ratio rules, how to predict coordination number and structure type from radius ratio rules. Then students, do prepare crystals, ionic crystals, mainly rock salt, cesium chloride, zinc blend type structures. Then students, from defects, Frankel defect and Schottky defects are very important, consequences of these defects and differences between Frankel and Schottky defects. Then also prepare metal excess defects and metal deficient defects. And students, from defects, you may get questions like what do you mean by fool's gold, or what are F centers. So that part is also very important. And then from electrical properties, you just have to prepare what are conductors, insulators and semiconductors, and then how to identify them on the basis of band model. Then students, the mechanism of semiconduction, that is mainly extrinsic part, is very important. Like questions wahan se jo aata hai, that what will you get when silicon is doped with trivalent impurity or pentavalent impurity. That means whether you get N type or P type conductors. And then students, define the terms like ferroelectricity, ferroelectricity, diamagnetic materials, paramagnetic materials. So that means magnetic and dielectric properties are also very important. So just see, आप ये सारा cover कर लो. So students, from the next lecture of the class +2 syllabus will be from the unit 2, that is solution. So in next lecture I'll give you first introduction of solutions and all. So thank you students.